everyone, here is our midweek message for Wednesday the 15th of September. And today's message is from the Law of Attraction cards. Okay, so thank you for bearing with me. I'm just going to connect with these lovely cards and then we will see which one contains our message for this moment. I stand before you, the divine, and I ask that my ego is put aside so that I am a pure, angelic channel for our midweek message through one of these lovely cards. Thank you for this message being easily understood by all of us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so thank you for being with me. We are going to shuffle the cards and we'll see which one contains our message for this moment. So thank you, angels, for revealing the card that contains our message for this moment. So whenever we're watching this, it's relevant to us. Okay, and okay, I know who I really am. I know who I really am. And that's the image on the card. It's interesting because it seems like there are many different layers to the image on that card. There are some layers where the person, you can see the person, other areas where perhaps they're hiding or they're not being revealed as much. So, you know, who are you really? Do you even know who you really are? And that might sound like a really silly question, but sometimes we can get used to playing a certain role, to being a certain way in relation to perhaps what we've always done, or perhaps what's expected of us, or perhaps what we think is expected of us. You know, it might not be true at all. There might not be any expectations on us, but we might think that there are. And we might think that there are certain ways that we have to be around particular people. We might think there are certain things that we need to do when we're around people, and it's almost like those aspects, those qualities may start to become who we are. So we're being invited to think about, who are we really? You know, the message on the card says, I know who I really am. So I feel this is an invitation for us to stop and to think. You know, the question that comes to mind, which I know is a very famous question, I can't remember who originally said it, but it's, you know, who are you when there's no one watching? So who are you when there's nobody else around, nobody else to judge you, nobody else to kind of interfere with you, or to question you, or any of the things that could happen when there are others with you. Who are you when no one's watching? Because it's very often that's the real you. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, who am I when no one's watching? You know, when I'm here at the weekend on my own, and there's nobody around me, you know, I'm a very, actually no, I'm not that much of a different person. I was going to say I'm a very different person to when I'm at work, but I'm actually not. I have music on and I just hum away to myself. I do that when I'm at work. The difference is that you know, I might be in my pyjamas at the weekend. That's the only difference. But my behaviour actually is quite, yeah, I'm not actually a different person when I'm at work to when I'm in my own space and you know, being me. Yeah, I'm actually me when I'm at work, and those who work with me know how I am at work and know that I hum to myself. Anyway, I've diverted. I was intending to give you an example of how different I am when I'm in my own space as opposed to when I'm at work, but actually, no, I kind of know how I am at work as well. It's actually the same person. But there may be certain aspects that are coming to mind for you when you know, perhaps you're not quite 100% you, for one reason or another. And you're just being invited to reflect upon, you know, why that is. You know, if it's your perception of something, You know, you might think that there's an expectation of you. Is that really true? You know, do you really know that? How would it be if you were to reveal more of yourself? I'm just really being shown the image on this card of it almost, it's like they're hiding partially. How would it be if you're aware that you're partially hiding away in some way, shape or form? How would it be if you were to reveal a bit more of your true self, your authentic self, who you really are? You know, how would that be for you? And how would that be for others? And perhaps we're being invited to reflect upon if there are certain people that we feel we're not able to fully be ourselves around. You know, why is that? And there might be many different reasons. And some of the reasons may be, you know, they may really clarify to you, yeah, no, I definitely, you know, couldn't show that aspect of myself because of this. And, you know, that's okay. But perhaps we're being invited to think about, are there certain people that we associate with or certain situations that we're in that we've got used to not being our authentic selves, but that perhaps we could try to reveal a bit more of ourselves gently and to see what would happen. You know, how would it be if you felt more able to be your authentic self around everyone? Or at least, you know, to you know, try give this a go gently. How would this be if there's a certain person or a certain situation coming to mind for you where you've perhaps not been revealing your 100% authentic self? How would it be if you were to slightly reveal a bit more of your authentic self in relation to a specific person or a specific situation? Just how would it be? What positive outcome could that create for you, for the other person, for the situation? Just it feels like we're being invited to kind of, you know, step forwards a little bit. You know, we can do this gently, but you know, I know who I really am. It's kind of, you know, question, do you know who you really are? It's the same question again. Who are you when there's no one watching? Who are you when you're free of judgment? Free of other people's limitations that perhaps they may place on you, or you may think they place on you. So just have a little think. Do you know who you really are? Are you aware of certain situations where you're not your authentic self, but perhaps where it might be relevant to perhaps have a go at revealing your authentic self in a gentle, easy way? Just to do it gently, especially if it's something that you've not done, if there's something you've been really holding back from. You know, how can you ease into being more of your authentic self in a gentle, easy way? So, I know who I really am. Who are you really? Who are you able to be your true, authentic self around? How do you feel when you're able to be your true, authentic self? And how can you create situations where you can be more of this? Thank you for taking the time to watch this message, whether you're watching this on the day that I posted it or at another time. And please feel free to share your reflections in relation to this if it resonates with you. Take care, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.